"Are you experienced?" was a greeting from our gracious hosts. Not from Jimi Hendrix's Ghost, mind you, but from the track manager at Great Lakes Dragaway and Union Grove, Wisconsin. It was said not in a mean-spirited way, but rather with the heft of memories observing a million crashes and bad decisions. It was an important question to ask, too. We were here to test both stock and modified Harley-Davidsons, and on a cool morning with a hot hand you can find trouble in a straight line pretty easily. My response was, "What do you mean by experience?" For, in my husky Midwestern roots, drag racing is ingrained. Our roads are straight, our nights are slow, and American muscle cars are built for just this environment, which makes a potent cocktail when mixed with boredom and the air and testosterone burst that puberty brings. At this point, I would love to regale you tales of teenage heroics of walloping Mustangs, Camaros, Firebirds, and Novas. But I wasn't that kind of teenager. Those were for jocks and douchebags. I had an SVT Focus, Cosworth engineered, sublime handling, delicate flickability, and a paltry 15-second quarter mile. Even after wrenching and ruining it, the Focus barely broke the mid-14 seconds, or thereabout. The track I usually went to didn't have, lights, or, barriers. So I almost consider this a day of penance, my first formal day at the drag strip. And I'll be racing Harleys. Yes, Harley-Davidsons. Throughout its history the motor company dabbled in many forms of motorsport, but its greatest successes have come in flat track and drag racing. With the NHRA in particular, and in collaboration with Vance and Hines, Harley-Davidson has 8 Pro Stock championships since 2002. The company even has its own long-standing in-house performance arm in Screamin Eagle, no G, because Murica. And Screamin Eagle isn't a marketing department. It's a real performance division. Started in 1983 as an internal skunkworks, Screamin Eagle had a hand in performance development of HD engines for street and track, and even the VR1000 Superbike raced in the 1990s. Today, it assists with racing and design, and develops performance parts and accessories for production models. The latter are the parts we've come here to test. For 2016, Screamin Eagle has a slew of new pieces for the new Milwaukee 8-equipped bikes and newer parts for older engines, but there's also a whole new outlook on how customers can modify their bikes. Now, instead of a la carte, you'll be able to order your parts in 4 different stages of upgrade. Keeping the menu theme, think of it as a grand prefix, so to speak. You'll still have access to the whole catalog as individual parts to build up as you please, but with the stage kits it's easier than ever to give your bike meaningful performance gains in combinations that have been developed to work together. These stages are Stage I, Airflow, Intake, Exhaust, ECM, Stage 2, Cam, Torque or Horsepower, Stage 3, Bore and Compression Increase comes with Cam, Stage IV, New Heads, Throttle Body. Each stage contains parts from previous stages, so you don't need to necessarily buy one before the other. However, you can upgrade from one stage to the next as well without repurchasing the parts you already have. For example, Stage 3 is priced in the Screamin Eagle catalog with all of the Stage I parts, but you could theoretically buy Stage I first, and come back later for Stage 3 and just purchase the pistons, cams, and cylinders. The largest overlap is from Stage 2 to 3 since Stage 3 has cams specific for that stage that provide maximum horsepower and torque for the entire RPM range. So, if you go from Stage 2 to Stage 3, you'll be buying cams twice. All stages are also not available for all bikes just yet. For example, you can take your Sportster or Twin Cam to full Stage IV, but the Milwaukee 8 bikes only go up to Stage 3 at the moment. The Street 750 and Veer do not have stages yet, either. Now it's time to test them from all stock to Stage 3 to see what the butt dyno and the time slips have to say.